Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian in Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 6 of the 1909 World Series. So far, the Pittsburgh Pirates lead in the series 3-2. If they win today, it will be over. In actuality, in the real World Series, they won 4-3. Here's your starting lineups for today's game. First, for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bobby Byrne, Tommy Leach, Fred Clark, Hannes Wagner, Dots Miller, Bill Epstein, Owen Wilson, Moon Gibson, and Vic Willis is on the mound. We are using actual lineups from Game 6. Davy Jones, Donnie Bush, Ty Cobb, Sam Crawford, Jim Delaney, George Moriarty, Tom Jones, Boss Schmidt, and George Merlin on the mound for the 1909 Detroit Tigers. Vic Willis is a grade A pitcher with no modifiers, and George Mullen is a grade A pitcher with a Y strikeout modifier. When we hit certain numbers, we're playing basic Apba today. When we hit certain numbers, we will use the air number randomizer if the roll is for a play result of 15 through 21, or rare play randomizer 23 through 41 rolls. Sometimes I will have my catchers steal. My catchers will try to throw out base runners. That's this chart here. Get that focused. And, this chart here I've added to the book. That's the A, B, and AC power conversion chart. If a grade A and C pitcher gets a die roll of a power number, then on 1 through 3, you change the power number to a 7. A grade A and B pitcher, if he gets a power number die roll, reroll of 1 through 5, change the power number to a 7. 6 would be the same power number. And that is not with the base is empty. So this power conversion does not apply on bases empty chart, but the rest of the charts, it does apply. I don't know if we have any AC pitchers in this series. I think maybe there's one. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. All right, we're ready to begin, and Pittsburgh's Bobby Byrne steps into the box. This series is back in Bennett Park. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. George Mullen gets off to a good start for Detroit. And that brings up center fielder Tommy Leach. Leach swings and misses, strike 3. So 2 Pirates and 2 whiffs. Here is Fred Clark. He rolls a 3-3 roll. Clark says enough of this, striking out. 7 against Detroit. A pitcher Mullen is going to be a single right field. Both teams are fielding column 2. Pirates defensive numbers add up to 39, and the Tigers' defensive numbers add up to 36. Right, here's Honus Wagner. Wagner on the series is 6 for 17 with a double, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base. Compare that with Cobb. Cobb is also 6 for 17 with a double and a stolen base. So both having about the same kind of a series, both are playing very well. In the real series, Wagner definitely outplayed Cobb, who had only about 220 in the 1909 series. Wagner rolls a 6-4, and that is a 9 against the A pitcher. That's going to be an infield base hit for Hannes Wagner, 7 for 18 now. Pirates have 2 runners on in the first, 2 outs. Here's Dots Miller, the second baseman. Bullen checks the runners. Here's the offering to Dots Miller. 31 is a ground ball to third baseman. That's Moriarty. He's got it, throws across the diamond for the third out. So the Pirates get 2 runs, or 2 hits, but no runs. Bottom of the first, 1-0, or 0-0. I'll get this right someday. Tigers coming to bat. Vic Willis from Wilmington, Delaware, completes his warm-up tosses. Won 22 games in 1909. He's pitching to Dave Jones. 1-6 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Hans Wagner scoops and throws across for the out, 1 down. Here's Donnie Bush, who has been injured for a few games. He's back. 53 is a 19. That's going to send us to the error randomizer chart. We will re-roll. On that chart, 41 is play result of 18. Well, that's going to be a ground ball to Wagner, but this time he boots it. And that's an error on Hannes Wagner, E6. Tigers have a base runner. Fast runner at first. We're using basic Apba. So if they roll an 11, a lot of times a 10 with the runner on base, or a number with an asterisk behind it, I will make a decision whether they will steal or not. Or if the play result is a caught stealing, I'll make a decision whether they steal or not, and then use the catcher's defensive number to see if he can throw him out. 1 down. Ty Cobb's the batter. Runner on first. Cobb's had been hitting second in lineup. It's back to third here. 63 on Cobb's card is a fly ball to center field. Tommy Leach striking it, makes the catch. Bush holds it first. 2 gone. And here is Wahoo Sam Crawford. Crawford in the series is having a good series. He's hitting 400. 8 for 20 with 2 doubles and 2 steals. There's a chance to knock a runner in with another double if he can pull that off. 23. Ground out to second base. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error. We go to the top of the second inning. Nothing. All right, first baseman Bill Epstein leads off the top of the second inning. He's struggling in this series. He struggled in the actual series as well. Here's a pitch to Epstein. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base. Let's see if there's a strikeout modifier on that. X, but Mullen has the Y, so it is ground out to second. 4-3, 1 down. Here's Owen Chief Wilson. 4-4 roll is a base hit for Chief Wilson. Fast runner, Moon Gibson, the batter. All right, Mullins A is going to turn this play result of 7 into a ground out to third base with Wilson going to second. 2 outs for the Pirates. They get a runner in scoring position for Vic Willis, who's on the mound. Willis comes to bat. And Vic Willis, the runner on second, gets a base hit, and the runner scores. That time the A didn't turn it into an out. RBI single for the pitcher, and the Pirates are on the board 1-0. Mullen frustrated that he gave up a bingo to the pitcher. Here is Bobby Byrne. Bobby Byrne will roll out to third base to end the inning. 5-3. But on 2 hits, Pittsburgh gets a run. Pittsburgh 1, Detroit nothing. All right, Jim Delahanty leads off for the Tigers. 2-5 is a 10 against an 8 pitcher. I believe that's a hit on the bases empty chart. That is a single to center field. Tigers get their leadoff batter on. And that is their first hit in the game. There's George Moriarty, grandfather of actor Michael Moriarty. 36 is a 33. And that's a high pop-up on the infield. Bobby Byrne is tracking it, the third baseman. Puts it away for the first out. Here's Tom Jones. 4-6 is a ground out to third. And the third baseman, Byrne, goes to short way to second. 5-4, fielder's choice. Tom Jones is at first base with 2 outs, and here's the catcher, Boss Schmidt. Schmidt rolls out to second. 1 hit, 1 left, no runs. We go top of the third. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, George Mola hails from the industrial city of Toledo, Ohio. He completes his warm-up throws, and he is ready to pitch to Pirates center fielder Tommy Leach. 46 is a ground ball to third base, and Moriarty throws out Leach. Fred Clark, the center fielder, out of Bridges of Madison County, Iowa. 4-1 roll is a ground out to the shortstop, Donnie Bush. 2 ground outs and 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's Hans Wagner. Wagner rolls a 21, and that's a flyout center field. And that's put away by Sam Crawford. 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates in the third. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Pitcher George Mullen leads off the last of the third. He owes 1 to Vic Willis, who got a single to drive in the only run of the game. Here's a pitch from Willis to Mullen. 1-2 roll is a ground out to second base. So he made contact, but doesn't reach. Here is Davy Jones. Davy Kangaroo Jones. 46 is a ground ball back to Vic Willis. Makes a nice grab and throws to first. 2 outs. 2 easy ground outs, and here's Donnie Bush. 4-6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We move to the top of the 4th inning. It's 1-0 Pittsburgh. Dots Miller leads off for Pittsburgh in the 4th. Miller swings and misses, strike 3. Mullins' 3rd strikeout. Here's Bill Epstein. That A is going to turn an 8-play result into a pop out to third. Both pitchers seem to be settling in. Here's Chief Wilson. 4-3 is a easy ground ball back to the pitcher Mullen, who throws to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates. George Mullen has retired 7 buckos in a row. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Pittsburgh. I've been watching Al Wilson, who developed Fast Drive Football, which is a quick playing football game. He is working on fast inning baseball. And I think that game is going to be ready to come out, he said, I think in about a week. Ty Cobb leads off, last of the 4th inning for the Detroit Tigers. Cobb struck, or flight out the center his first time up, 25, is a base hit for Ty Cobb. That 11 will give him a chance to steal second. On the next pitch, Crawford's the batter. He will take that attempt to try to steal second. 11 through 23, he'll be out. 41 is a stolen base for Ty Cobb, scoring position here. It represents a potential tie and run. Here is the pitch to Sam Crawford. 1-2 is a 25. Crawford hits a line drive right to Dots Miller, who makes the catch, but Cobb dives back in the second. He'll be safe, not be doubled off. One gone. There's Jim Delahanty. Single his first time up. 34 is a 31. That's going to be a fly out to center field. So far, Willis has pitched around the jam. There's George Moriarty. 54 is fly out to right. Tigers don't score. We go to the fifth. 1-0 Pittsburgh. All right, Moon Gibson leads off for Pittsburgh. They're in the driver's seat. They're up 3 games. They're up 3 games to 2 in this series. If they win this one, they'll send the Tigers home, and they'll be the world champions. 42 is a base on balls for Moon Gibson. We'll try to sacrifice with the pitcher, Vic Willis. Pitch to Willis is a 21, and that's a strike. Foul ball. .31 is a 14. Base on balls, batter takes first, so trying to pitch around that bunt kind of messes up Mullen. And he walks the pitcher. Mullen was trying to hit the top of the strike zone to make it difficult, but he missed the strike zone. And now he's got first and second with nobody out and the top of the order coming up. He's going to need to tighten his belt here. Here's the pitch to Bobby Byrne. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to Donnie Bush at short. He flips the second to retire Willis. Throw to first is not in time. Fielder's choice. With Moon Gibson going to third, and there's one out. Runners on the corners. There's Tommy Leach. Mullen trying to get something on the ground before he pitches to Hannes Wagner, who bats next. 1-3 is a 14. That's going to be a base on balls. Third walk in the inning. And the bases are loaded for Hannes Wagner. This is a chance for the Pirates to put this game away. Oh, the thought runs across your mind to walk him and just walk in one run rather than Wagner do some major damage here, but he's not going to do that. You know, if they were up by a few runs, I think I might, but they're behind by 1. He's going to have to suck it up and try to get Wagner out without anybody scoring. Well, it's not Wagner. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's Fred Clark. 287 hitter, though. Still trouble. Wagner's on deck. Infield's going to play double play depth. Here's the pitch to Clark, 25. Line drive over the head of Moriarty at third. That's a base hit. Runners will advance 2 bases. So 2 Pirates score. And it is 3-0 Pittsburgh. Pirates have first and third. Still only 1 out. 2 runs home in the inning. And the batter is Hannes Wagner. We're getting ready for the third pitch to Wagner. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the next pitch. There goes the runner. Clark is stealing second. The throw is going to go to second. 11 through. Well, Schmidt is not too good a catcher at throwing out base runners. In fact, 11 through 13, he'll be out. 63 through 66 will be a bad throw. Schmidt's not going to challenge that. It's a stolen base without a throw here. I don't know if they awarded defensive indifference back in 1909. They probably didn't. But now we got second and third. And Naturally, we'll walk Wagner under those circumstances. Base is loaded again. Here's Dots Miller. Infield double play depth. Here's the pitch to Miller. 4-2 roll is a 9. That A grade's going to turn that into a fly out to left field, but it'll be deep enough to score Leach from third. Sacrifice fly and RBI for Dots Miller, and it's 4-0. Pittsburgh. Two outs. Here's Bill Epstein. If Epstein gets on, the Pirates will have batted around. Epstein hits a roller to third base. That will end the inning. The outs made it first, but only one hit on the inning, but 3 runs. The strike zone temporarily evaded George Mullen. He walked 3 batters in the inning. So it is now Pittsburgh 4, Detroit nothing. We're halfway through. Bottom of the Tiger order due up in the last of the 5th inning. Vic Willis now pitching with a 4-run lead. Here's the pitch to Tom Jones. 56 is a 34. High pop up in the infield. Honus Wagner is calling for it and makes the catch near the mound. 1 out. Here is Bosch Schmidt, the catcher. Line drive to left field. Bosch Schmidt gets a hit. Okay, Detroit's going to go to the bench and pitch hit for the pitcher George Mullen, down by 4 runs. Pitch hitter is going to be Matty McIntyre, left-handed batter from Stonington, Connecticut. Willis into the stretch. Here's the pitch to McIntyre. The runner is going. Here's the throw for the runner. 32, he is going to be safe for the stolen base. Strike 1 on the batter. Next pitch to McIntyre is a high pop-up behind third base. Wagner is giving chase behind third and makes the catch. 2 outs. Top of the order, and Tom Jones. Line drive to right field in front of Owen Wilson, so Jones delivers, and the runner scores from second. First one for the Tigers. They now trail by 3, 4-1. Here's Donnie Bush, the shortstop. 2 outs, runner on first. 6-3 is a fly out to center field. That ends the Tigers' 5th. 2 hits and a run. Top of the 6th, 4-1 Pittsburgh. 8 Pirates came to the bat in the 5th inning. Owen Wilson leads off the 6th inning. And the new pitcher is George Suggs. He is a grade B. He'll be using his relief grade, Y modifier. 61 is a fly out to right field. Ty Cobb on the catch. 2 outs. George Gibson. That's a roller to shortstop Donnie Bush. Scoops and throws to Tom Jones at first. Gibson's retired. Here's Vic Willis, the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Pirates. Bottom of the 6th. Pirates lead by 3. All right, Ty Cobb comes up to the plate. Uses a thick-handled bat with his hands apart. And but I believe when he swings, there's not much video on him, but I think he brings his hands together when the swing happens. Swings the bat from the left side. Just drop the dice. All right, here we go. And that's a base hit for Ty Cobb to lead off the Tiger 6th. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And Cobb is 8 for 20, so he's hitting 400 in this series. Wahoo Sam Crawford comes to the bat. There goes Cobb. And he is caught stealing. 11 through 23 gets him out. So Moon Gibson throws out Cobb 2-6. That'll be something to tell your grandkids. She threw out Ty Cobb in the World Series. Trying to steal. Here's the pitch to Sam Crawford. 21 is a fly out the left field. 2 gone when what could have been a promising inning. Jim Delahaney. 54 is a fly out to right field. Top of the 7th. 4-1 Pittsburgh. It's the top of the Pirate order. Bobby Byrne, Tommy Leach, and Fred Clark against George Suggs, who's pitching his second inning of relief. So this will be his fatigue point. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down 1 level. 6-4 is a 39. That's going to be a re-roll on their randomizer chart. 43 is still a 39. Strike 1. 6-5 is a pop out to the catcher. Tommy Leach. Suggs with the windup. Here's the delivery. 23 is a ground ball to second base. So Delahanty throws out Leach. 2 up and 2 down, and Suggs has retired all 5 Pirates that he's pitched to. And now the third place hitter, Fred Clark. Base hit for Clark. He is 3 for 4 today. He's having a banner day. Hans Wagner. Wagner's 1 for 2, trying to keep up with Cobb's numbers. 6-5, not quite. That 6-6 would have done it, but 35 with a runner on first is a foul out to the catcher. 1 hit, no runs. 7th inning stretch time. Pittsburgh 4 and Detroit 1. I forgot to turn the camera off, or back on after turning the camera off between innings. So we're going to move slightly ahead in the action. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Moriarty came up first and rolled out the shortstop. Tom Jones was induced to a ground out to second base. But then when Bob Schmidt, the Tiger catcher, batted, he hit a grounder that was fumbled by Hans Wagner at shortstop. And Wagner committed his second error in the game. So this is where we are now with Oscar Stanage coming in to pitch hit. Bosch Schmidt's at first base, having reached by an error. Stanage pitching for the pitcher Mullen. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch to Oscar Stanage. 4-3 is a 29. Grounder to the pitcher, who flips to first base for the 3rd out. Top of the 8th, 4-1 Pittsburgh. And for the 8th inning, here comes the judge. Ralph Judge Works will be brought in to relieve for the Tigers. He's a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. He'll be pitching to Dots Miller of Pittsburgh. 4-6 to Miller is a ground ball to third base. Moriarty throws out Dots Miller. 1 gone. Bill Epstein, 0 for 3 on the day, and he is only 3 for 21 on the series. Low 150 average. 36 is a 33. Works has a Y strikeout modifier, and that is going to be a strikeout caught looking for Bill Epstein. 2 outs. Chief Wilson. Ground out to second base. So Works does his job, holding the Pirates where they are. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1 Pittsburgh. 4-1 Pittsburgh. It's getting late for Detroit. They're down by 3 runs. Tom Jones leads off for the Tigers. Top of the order. Not Tom Jones. Davy Jones, the outfielder. Tom Jones plays first base. 1-6 is a ground out to the shortstop. Wagner fields this one and throws out Davy Jones. Donnie Bush, 6-2 is a 23. That will be an error or a rare play randomizer re-roll. 51 sends us to number 40. Foul ball. 6-6 roll for Donnie Bush. Long drive to right center field between Leach and Wilson. Gets to the wall, and Bush gets to second base with a double. Let's see. 2 marks against Vic Willis's fatigue. So 1 more, he drops to a grade B. Here's Ty Cobb. Willis is still an A pitcher, though. Here's the pitch to Cobb. 17-player result sends us to the air randomizer table. And 1-2 is a 15. And for Cobb, that's a single to, oh no, wait, I'm on the wrong page. 15 is going to be a hit by pitch ball. Well, one way to keep Cobb from hitting you is to hit him. First and second. And that will be the end of the road for Vic Willis. The Pirates are going to bring in Howie Chemnitz, a grade A and C pitcher, Y and Z modifiers. This guy is about as tough as it gets. 1.62 earned run average, 25 wins on the season. Chemnitz, AC grade. If somebody hits a power number, as long as the bases are not empty, there'll be a reroll. And 1 through 3, the power number will change to a 7. 4, 5, and 6, the power number will stay the same. All right, first and second. Cobb's at first. Donnie Bush is at second. And Wahoo Sam Crawford, Hall of Famer, stands in the box for Pirates. He represents the tying run. Here's the pitch to Crawford, 34. Pop fly to center field. Not very deep. Tommy Leach hustling in, makes the catch. Runners will hold. 2 outs. And Jim Delahanty is the batter. Not much power. 1 homer. 232 hitter. Here's the pitch to Delahanty. One of the big moments of his life. 1-6 is 28. Hard ground ball to Wagner. He's got it. Goes the short way. 3 outs. And Chemnitz pitches the Pirates out of trouble. 1 hit, no runs in that inning. Top of the 9th. Still, Pittsburgh 4 and Detroit 1. All right, Works is going to stay in the game and pitch the top of the 9th inning. He's a rated starting pitcher, so this is not his fatigue inning as a reliever here. Moon Gibson leads off for the Pirates. 2-6 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Donnie Bush. Throw to Tom Jones at first. Gibson's out. Howie Chemnitz is going to stay in and pitch the 9th inning for Pittsburgh. He comes up to the plate. 36 is a 33. Strikeout caught looking. 2 outs. Bobby Byrne. And Byrne strikes out caught looking. So good work by Ralph Works for the Tigers. Bottom of the 9th, 4-1 Pittsburgh. Once again, that home rule on the power numbers. If we hit a power number with the bases empty, they'll still stay a power number. George Moriarty leads off for Detroit. They've got just 3 outs to work with. They got to get 3 runs. Here's the pitch to Moriarty. 52 is a ground ball to third. Moriarty is the first out. 2 to go for the Pirates, and they will be winners of this World Series game. 56, Tommy Leach swings and misses. Or excuse me, look at the wrong side here. 56, Tom Jones strikes out, caught looking. That was a Y play result, and Chemnitz has that Y strikeout modifier. Bosch Schmidt's the last hope for the Tigers. And that hope swirls down the drain in the form of a ground ball to second base, fielded by Dots Miller, to throw to Bill Epstein, and the Pirates are world champions for the 1909 season 4-1. We'll be back to wrap it up. All right, 1909 was a big year for baseball cards. That Monster T206 set came out in baseball cards with the rare Honus Wagner card. That's just a reprint. But he pulled his card because he didn't like baseball cards being sold in cigarette packs. So this one over here is Deacon Philippi. Also a reprint card. But here's your line score. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. For the Detroit Tigers, 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. Vic Willis is today's star of the game. He was the starting pitcher. He gets the win. And he also had a single and an RBI in this game. Howie Chemnitz gets a save, 1 2/3 innings. No runs given up. And George Mullen, the Tigers ace, takes the loss. 4 runs in 5 innings. His biggest problem was the 3 walks in the 5th inning that helped lead to 3 runs. That's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed this look back into the dead ball era where the Pittsburgh Pirates re-win the 1909 World Series. They took Game 1 2-1 and Game 2 4-3. Game 3 went to Detroit 4-3. With Game 4 going to Detroit 5-4. They were tied 2-2 at that point. But the Pirates won Game 5 4-2 and now Game 6 4-1. Therefore, we do not need a Game 7. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and may God bless.